Are you looking forward to starting a business in India? But do you still find yourself confused about the different options that you can choose from? Well, don't you worry, you are at the right place. Watch this video to get complete guidance about the different type of businesses in India and multiple benefits that each of them have to offer. A business might be set up for the various reasons such as earning profits, providing financial services or social services. Depending on the type of business and nature of business activities, you may decide which type of business is best suited for your needs. Let's take a quick look at this table to understand what type of company falls under which category for profit organizations. Financial services industry and the social welfare as an object of business, while businesses like company, LLP, partnership firm, proprietorship firm and Hindu HUF are set up for earning profits. Bank, NBFC, asset reconstruction company, microfinance institution, nidhi companies and payment banks are set up for providing financial services. There are mainly three kinds of businesses that are set up with an objective of social welfare such as Section 8 companies and societies and trusts. Now let's understand the business entity type from the point of view of FDI. FDI means foreign direct investment. FDI is permitted for business in India via two routes. First one is automatic route and second one is approval route. Now let me share little more information about these two routes of receiving FDI. So automatic route, the FDI received by automatic route, there is no need to obtain prior approval from the government before the share of business are sold to foreign investors. However, after receiving the FDI, a report of FCGPR is to be filed to the RBI through the authorized dealer bank. Now let's go ahead and talk about the approval route. For certain strategic sectors, an FDI originating from the foreign countries that share land boundaries with India are permitted only under the approval route, where prior approval from the central government is required before FDI is received. Here is a table to help you understand the applicability of Indian and foreign investment that are allowed into different type of businesses in India. We have divided this table into three sections. First section is 100% Indian investment permitted, second one is 100% foreign investment permitted, and third one is investment permitted by NRI or OCI. The companies which fall under 100% investment permitted is private limited company, OPC, LLP, partnership firm, proprietorship and Section 8 company. Now what falls under 100% foreign investment permitted is private limited company and LLP. Third one, investment permitted by NRI or OCI. First is company, second is LLP, third is partnership and fourth is proprietorship. In general, FDI is permitted for companies and LLP subject to the sectoral cap. However, in the case of proprietorship and partnership, the option of foreign investment is not available. The NRI and OCI cardholders can invest in proprietorship and partnership subject to the bar on repatriation of profits out of India. Risk can either make you or break you. Let's discuss about the risk and liabilities from the point of view of selection of business. We advise you that you consider all the risk and possible liabilities while deciding the type of business that you want to establish in India. For instance, small retail shops have negligible risks and liabilities for the owners in comparison to the business that is involved in foreign trade or dealing with the hazardous chemicals. On the basis of risk and liabilities of owner, business structure may be divided into two categories. The first category is limited liability business, where the owner's liability is limited to the unpaid amount of share capital that has been subscribed. The second category is unlimited liability business, where the liability of owner toward the business is 100% or unlimited. Now before we proceed any further, let's first understand what is limited liability. For structures where the business and the owner have separate legal identities, the owner enjoy protection against the losses and liabilities of business to certain extent. That is, the liability of owner is limited liability, business is restricted to the unpaid amount to the share capital that have subscribed to what you can see is limited liability as. So here is a table which we have divided into two sections. First is unlimited liability of owners. Second is limited liability of owners. What comes under unlimited liability of owner is sole proprietorship, partnership firm and HUF. Now what comes under limited liability of owners is first private limited company, second public limited company, third OPC and fourth LLP. Management and control are two of the most significant deciding factors when it comes to business structures like sole proprietorship and partnership firm, where there is absolutely no separation between ownership and management. The sole owner of partnership business is responsible for the complete control and management, whereas each partner in partnership or as decided in partnership deed is responsible for the management and control of the firm. However, structures like private limited company or an LLP have separation between ownership and management, which is to say that while the ownership is held by the shareholder and the partners respectively, the control over the management is the responsibility of director of the company and designated partners is an LLP. To understand the concept of separation between ownership and management for different type of businesses, you can pause the video and refer to this table. We have divided this table into three sections. First is business type, second is ownership, third is management control. First of all, we'll discuss about proprietorship. A single individual known as a proprietor owns a proprietorship business. The proprietor alone invests all the capital and entitled to the whole of its profit. So, how its management control works? There is no separation between the ownership and the management in the proprietorship business. The proprietor controls and manages the business himself. Second is partnership. In partnership, partners collectively own the firm on the basis of their capital sharing ratio. And how management controls here? All the partners control and manage the firm as mentioned in the terms of partnership deed. Third is LLP. In a LLP, the partners collectively share the ownership on the basis of their capital sharing ratio. Here the responsibility of management and the control of LLP resides with its designated partners. Fourth one is OPC. In OPC, a single person known as its shareholder is the only owner of the OPC. The management and control of OPC is the responsibility of its directors. Fifth is private limited. Shareholders own a private limited company in the ratio of their subscribed capital. Fifth, private limited. Shareholders own a private limited company in the ratio of their subscribed capital. So how management work here? The board of control of the company is responsible for the control and management. Formation cost of various business structure. No matter what the cost of setting up startup depends on the professional fees, the government fees, stamp duty and taxes involved in the process of its formation. But then there is several other factors that affect the determination of government fees such as capital, location and registered office address and the number of promoters of the business. You may visit our specific pages dedicated to the different type of businesses to learn more about overall cost of formation. We have provided the link in the description below. In case you are still unsure, our consultants are just a click away. You are just required to contact us and we'll help you to set up your business from the beginning to the end. Cost of compliance of several business structures. The cost of compliance varies from one business type to another based on the specific compliance requirements. The regular costs of compliance like accounting, GST, TDS, advance payment of taxes, payroll processing, etc. is almost same in every business type. However, there is a difference in overall cost mainly because of the annual filing of return and the ROC and the applicability of statutory audit. This table shows the applicability of annual filing of different business structures in India. You can choose to start a business with the structure that requires the least compliance to be fulfilled. Income tax is levied differently on the different types of businesses. So we advise you to refer to the updated tax laws and request proper consultation with our tax experts to understand the legal requirements of payment of taxes and filing of tax returns. Now that you know that there are so many types of businesses, their features make an informed choice. Our purpose here at Setindiabiz is to provide end-to-end legal assistance so you can commence business at utmost ease and effortlessness. We have a robust team of professional and legal experts who analyze the requirement of your business right from the inception and guide you through all the stages of operation. If you still have doubt or confusion, do not hesitate in sharing your queries with our consultants. We shall be glad to help.